Hi, this is Tutor P, and this is verb phrase 417. The verb phrase today is to frown upon or frown on. Okay, if somebody wants a screenshot, do it right now. Let's get right to it. If a person frowns on or upon someone or something, he or she disapproves of him, her, or it. Okay, let's continue. The word frown itself derives from Middle English, frownen, and earlier from French, frogner, meaning to turn one's nose up to something. So, French, like, no, it's no good. Almost like it has a bad smell or that you don't like it, you disapprove of it. This is what we mean. All right, let's continue. If one frowns, one usually makes, he or she usually wrinkles one's forehead, like the forehead has wrinkles on it, like that. And has a downturn of one's mouth, downturn of one's mouth, to indicate displeasure, to show displeasure. All right, let's continue. And we got 5 examples here to show just how it's used. Here's the first one. Many companies may not make it a rule, but they will frown upon inter-office romance. Yeah, maybe they don't want employees dating each other. It could lead to problems, so they kind of don't like it. And if it does happen, depends. Sometimes they will separate them into different departments, if they don't directly ask one of them to leave the company. But they frown upon it. They don't like it. All right, number 2, that company does not say it is mandatory to attend this event, but they will frown on it if any employee does not attend. So maybe they're having some event and they want them all to go, and maybe somebody, for whatever reason, they didn't want to go, but, they make them feel bad, or they're like, you're not going? Are you sure? They will frown upon it. Maybe they may hold it against you. You don't know. All right, number 3, her mother frowned upon her decision to take a gap year and go traveling instead of attending college right away. Yeah, sometimes we hear this, a college student, sometimes they'll do it in the middle of college too. They'll just take a year off and go traveling. Or maybe after high school, they may do it before attending college. I don't know, not all parents are crazy about this idea. Although nowadays it's quite common. I mean, traveling sometimes is good. You broaden your perspective on the world. Sometimes there is some educational part about it. But, especially if they just do it after high school, most of the time they may not have enough money. They may have to borrow money from their parents to take this gap year too. So some parents may not be that crazy upon it, so they may frown upon this idea. All right, let's number 4 here. She frowned upon her daughter's decision to move in and live with her boyfriend before marriage. Well, 30, 40 years ago, this was frowned upon a lot. Now, not as much, but still, it depends on the country. There's a lot of countries that are more conservative that would still frown upon this, especially from the daughter's point of view, or from that perspective. If the daughter moves in with the boyfriend before marriage, they may not like that idea. Okay. Number 5, wild hairdos are frowned on in this office. Yeah, there's crazy hairdos out there. There's the old punk hairdos or mohawks or something, just weird and strange. And if it's a more conservative business, they may frown upon it if there is, a male or a female that has one of these very, strange hairdos or, something beyond what is considered normal. They may frown upon it if one of their employees gets that hairdo and, works around the office, especially if they, come in contact with clients or things like that. Anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it was clear. I hope it was very informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.